This is Decepticon Command, calling anyone viewing this video. This video is intended for adult collectors only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. On today's episode, we're going to be focusing on Star Wars, the Black Series Boba Fett in prototype armor. And I had this figure at one point. It was gifted to me by a co-worker, a few years back. And I was kind of sad when I had to go ahead and liquidate some of my figures, and this happened to be one of them. So when I wound up finding this one on the buying site Mercari, or the buying app Mercari, I had to go ahead and get it. I think I got it for a really great price. I think it was like 20 bucks, which I think was probably retail price at that time anyway. But nonetheless, this was a great figure to have. God, I don't know what else to say about it. This was an awesome looking figure. It's a prototype version of what we would later see, in the actual Boba Fett figure. So as you can tell, he's all in white. There's very little color on him, save for his visor, the scope on the top of his head, a few little areas that are painted either in a type of, where you see some silver highlights, some gold on there. You see beige type of, I think it's Wookiee braids. I think that's what they were called. But nonetheless, it is a awesome figure from what you're seeing. Of course, back then, you had the little type of red or blue decal, or not decals, but backing that had the lights on there. And of course, you get the black and white imagery right here. Excuse me, sorry about that. And all the traditional stuffs that came out, back a few years ago when these started first coming out. As you can tell, it's just a basic black box, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot on there. Nice big old window which shows off the front as well as the side of the figure. Then you have, the backing, which shows a really good illustration of Boba Fett. Apparently it has a little bio about him, where, well, I'll just read it to you, or you can put it on pause and you can read it yourself. Let's go ahead and turn this around. There we go. And go ahead and get him out of his box, and let's go ahead and see. Like I said, to loosely quote Optibotimus, let's see how cool he really is. Alright folks, there he is, and damn, he is awesome. He's, even without the color, the scarring on his armor and all that fun stuff, he is still a badass character. Ever since I saw him in The Empire Strikes Back, that was my first exposure to the character, to Boba Fett. He was a badass. Now, later on, I wind up you know, actually seeing the Star Wars, you know, holiday special, and they did show the you know, the animated clips that featured Boba Fett and everything. It was alright, I have to say, but again, The Empire Strikes Back is what, you know, exposed me to Boba Fett originally. So, and I mean, like I said, he looks fucking awesome. I mean, check out that armor, the little cloth cape, the cloth goods here. That was awesome right there. I'll turn him around so you can see his jetpack there. And he's got two weapons. You know, he's got the blaster here, which kind of, I'm gonna bring that over here. There we go. It kind of, let's see if we can try and focus. There we go. Kind of resembles like Jango Fett's weapon. So I'm just gonna put it in there. But it's this blaster that we always see him with. That is what I remember right there. That rifle. And it, like I said, it's fucking awesome. And he's got a lot of really cool molded detail. If I ever get the opportunity to get, you know, a Black Series Boba Fett, I'm definitely going to go ahead and put them side by side. Do that comparison. See what the differences are between the prototype armor and the one he's got now. It's probably not going to be much of a difference other than the paint scheme. But, you know, like I said, he's got those details, the pouches, you know, his cuffs in the boots. The boots got some really good detail on there. You know, the armor there itself. And of course it's got that little bump in the helmet. I mean, someone did take a pot shot to his head and bump. There we go. He's got the little scope there, his rocket pack, his missile. Try and focus. There we go. I mean, like I said, it is awesome looking. I'm gonna try and focus that back on there. God. So, like I said, it's got some really good, you know, some really good decal, I mean not decals, but some good molding here. You know, so yes, I'm posing them up as I go along. So, and I'm gonna try and get him on here, so I mean, it is awesome looking, man. I'm telling you, man, I don't think I would ever have this again. But so I'm gonna go ahead and take his accessories off. Oops, showed off his rifle there. It's pretty awesome looking. Some really good molded detail right there. I mean, man, oh man, it's wow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do some articulation. I'm going to go ahead and zoom back just a little bit. There we go. So as you can tell from his hand, it is on a type of swivel as well as a rotation. It's got some good rotation on there. His arm can bend about a little bit close to 90 degrees. As you can tell, there's like some loose structure that's probably going into his armor. His arm can go 360, can go up right there, that's as far back, and can go down. As you can tell, it's got there's some really tightness in the joints. It's got an elbow swivel. Again, the same thing here, like so. You know, I mean, it is. Yeah. So now he's got the backpack here, which is removable, like so. It's got that little pig there. It goes into that little hole right there, like so. Can't kick back. He can barely kick forward, and that's due to the plastic pouches there. He's got a thigh rotation. He can kick out to the side, so he does have that kung fu fighting style just a bit. He does have a double knee joint here, and it can bend that much, and it's still got that damn unsightly bend, but it is what it is. His foot can go out like so, can go back forward. It's got a good ankle tilt, or it's like, ah, broke my ankle. So he's got some good stances there, you know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say on this. This is a good action figure. Like I said, when I first had him, I was kind of sad I had to wind up parting with him. But this is a great do-over. I'm lucky that I was able to get him the second time around. So for anyone that is into the Black Label series and hasn't been able to get one, you might be able to get them, you know, as close to retail as possible. Even with the one that I got, this was, I think, about 20 bucks. So, you know, I got lucky. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be at a pretty good, reasonable price. You know, I know that with the Mandalorian series, and you have a whole bunch of people out there that are just buying them up like gangbusters and then doubling up on the original price, if not tripling. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got no respect for those. You know, but you know what, that's another story for another time. I mean, I'm a collector, yes, but you know, if I buy something, or if I buy two of something, it's to pretty much have something that I can later liquidate. But what we're talking about is, you know, are scalpers. And well, I'm gonna go ahead and refrain from saying anything more. But nonetheless, this is a good figure. This is a really good figure. You know, articulation's good, a lot of good molded detailing on the figure. Even for just a plain white prototype armor, I like it. Like I said before, if I have the opportunity to pick up, you know, just a regular Boba Fett with regular painting and whatnot in this scale, I'm gonna get it. Just that way I can compare the two. because I'm pretty sure there's bound to be some differences. So if that's the case, great. I'd like to go ahead and compare them. Anyway, so this is it for the review. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Like, share the video, subscribe to it, ring the notification so you'll know when new videos are coming up. And for those that are wanting to go ahead and contribute to the channel in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to be leaving post office box information in the descriptions down below. In addition, I'm also going to be creating a Patreon account, so that way I can continue doing these videos. With everything that's happened over the past few months concerning COPPA and YouTube and content creators, I want to be able to continue making these videos. However, you know, I can't do it without any help in this case. A lot of what I do comes out of my pockets, and it is pricey. I mean, let's face it, for those of us who are content creators, collectors, or both, it's an expensive hobby. And for us to do the videos, you know, basically we have to scrimp and save to be able to do what we're able to do. You know, because let's face it, we have expenses like everyone else. We have bills to pay. We have debts to try and you know, decrease and whatnot. So any bit of assistance helps a lot. So like I said, if you want to contribute, I'm going to leave information in the description below. So there he is, folks. Star Wars The Black Series Boba Fett prototype armor. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you back on the flip side. Peace.